Hello, everybody, and welcome to NASCAR Sprint Cup Series GarageCam on NASCAR.com. This is not an optical illusion that you see right here. This is the biggest big screen in America. Zoom out. There it is. Check it out. Unbelievable. The Nationwide cars. You see that pink car, the number 20 of Brian Vickers on track. The Nationwide Series cars on the track right now. But this is the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series garage area, and I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. GarageCam. Hey, even the King's here. Even the King's here today. Gotta love it. GarageCam. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. Welcome to our behind-the-scenes, all-access tour of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series garage. We try to make it different. We're live, raw, unpredictable, uncut, unscripted. You never know what you're going to see on GarageCam, including you never know who you're going to talk to today. Let's see. First in the chat, Leah Bartlett. Leah Bartlett, you want to see the number 5 car? We will get to him. He's on the other side of the garage area. Some cars still going through technical inspection here at Charlotte Motor Speedway here in Concord, North Carolina, including Kurt Busch's Denver Mattress, number 78 there. Brian Vickers, you saw that 20 on track. Well, there is his car in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. The number 55 Aaron's Dream Machine here. Farino waving high here. The boys on the 11 car here. Getting ready here for practice. First practice for the Sprint Cup Series. Farino, you're live on. Hey, I thought you wanted to talk. Are you in the witness protection program or something? You don't want to talk?
Yeah.
Good stuff there. Farino came up. He wanted to say something to me, but didn't realize we were live, I guess. Well, guess what? We're live. It's GarageCam. You never know what you're going to see. Here's the 13 car. And hey, let's get our weekly welcome.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Charlotte GarageCam, brought to you by Matt Dillner and his fine friends.
I have friends?
I think you have friends. I'm your friend.
Hey, thank you for being a friend. Travel up and back the road again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Thank you for being a friend.
And if you threw a party, invited all the Sprint Cup Series guys you knew, including Casey Mears, you would see this garage cam would be for me. And the card attached would say, thank you for watching the show. Number 34 here of David Reagan. Sorry, I slipped into Golden Girls. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I watch it on TV late at night. I do admit it. I'm sorry, folks. My wife rolls her eyes when I do. I don't know what it is. I like it. It's a great show. David Reagan, number 34 Taco Bell car here. Welcome to the show. If you see if you're watching this live on NASCAR.com and not our replays on the NASCAR YouTube channel, make sure you look to the right. You see that chat room, hop in, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you want to see here today on GarageCam. And let's get fun, let's get creative, let's get entertaining here, because we like to have fun on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Bobby Labonte, the number 47 car. And hey, I know this car is a car that a lot of race fans want to see, the number 51 car this week with a new look to it. Got that Ganassi feel to it. A bunch of the guys actually from Ganassi are over here working on this car. Basically, it is a Ganassi car with the number 51 number on it. Kyle Larson making his Sprint Cup Series debut here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. You see the number on the side of the car, the name on the roof, and yes, the helmet. Young Kyle Larson, a man that we'll probably be seeing and hearing a lot from in this series and on GarageCam. Next year, we'll be competing full-time in the number 42 Target Chevrolet. Well, today, making his debut here in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. And we see the car here on GarageCam. Hey, come here for a second. Come here. It's a busy day. It's a busy day. Gary Putnam, come on. It's a busy day in the garage area. We're live on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Busy day for you working in this garage. But hey, you have a passion project over there. Why don't you tell the fans what you got?
Well, I'm driving my own modified 77 stock car steel SRI products Chevrolet, and Been running all year, doing pretty good. This is the last modified tour race, Southern modified tour race of the year. So we're really looking forward to it. It's a fun little racetrack. You know, it's the same legend car track, you know, the track that the legend cars run on. So pretty much fun. And then we put this deal together to run Kyle Larson in a couple races this year to get ready for next year. And you know, the Target Chevrolet looks really nice, and hopefully we can get him a whole bunch of laps in and finish on the lead lap and stay out of trouble.
All right, Gary Putnam, thanks for joining us on NASCAR.com. GarageCam working on this number 51 car. His target ride in the Nationwide Series is the number 32. But yes, like he said, seat time for young Kyle Larson. That will be the key this weekend. Speaking of seat time, a lady that's gotten a lot of seat time over the past few years, Danica Patrick, running the pink special right here. Barra Norden, want to see the front row motorsports cars here in Sweden. You're watching the show from Sweden and you're a front row motorsports fan. Well, hey, we like you very much. Thanks for joining the show. My wife is Swedish by descent. She's not from Sweden. But thank you. We love having you on the show. International flair here on NASCAR.com. If you look at this, as you look at this Ford Fusion, the number 38 getting spiffied up here. Long John Silver's on board. Just saw David Gillen, walking through the garage area before. His wife will be competing tonight in the Better Half Dash. David, I was alongside him spotting the other night for his wife, and it was quite entertaining when the driver is on the other side of the radio. Pretty awesome stuff. David Gillen was giving her heck, trying to get her to go faster, but she did a darn good job. Dave Blaney, little pink on board. See breast cancer awareness, and very excited for GarageCam. Very excited for GarageCam. He's going to kill me for that. Here is the number 30 car of Cole Witt. Having a good time today on GarageCam. That's the name of the game here. Number 30 Swan Energy ride. There is the Dr. Pepper ride of Travis Quapple, the number 93. The number 36 car of J.J. Yalley. His car painted up identically to his wife's car in the Better Half Dash tonight. Pretty cool. He's another driver spotting for his wife. I think it should be whoever finishes higher in that race gets to drive the Cup car. David Rudiman, the number 83 Burger King entry, the BK Racing stable. Timmy Hill here, the number 32. Fantasy stud, we call him, because a lot of people have been using him. If you don't play NASCAR Fantasy, what the heck, man? You know about football fantasy and baseball fantasy and basketball fantasy. Make sure to log on to NASCAR.com/fantasy and play NASCAR Fantasy. It's awesome. It's so easy, and it's so much fun. I mean, I've really legitimately started to enjoy it. I've been doing it for 2 years now and on the show. NASCAR Fantasy Showdown and NASCAR Fantasy Update helps you set your lineup. So if you can't use both of those with help to set your lineup, come on, man. So make sure you check it out Sunday morning. We have a very interesting, okay, here's your one hint for what Fantasy Update is like this week. You ready? It's voila, here are the Sprint Cup cars. That's not a good hint, but just tune in. It's going to be fun. Oh, yeah, this is our other hint. Maybe, that would be your other hint. Chuck Bush and I have something up our sleeves. Here is the number 33 car. Let's not just goof around when we're in this garage area, because this is a pretty cool story right here. Brian Scott making his debut for Richard Childress Racing here in the Sprint Cup Series in this Shore Lodge flat black number 33 car. He's busy on the track right now in his chartered number 2 with Nationwide Series practice. Brian Scott has tested here in preparation for this race, so a pretty cool deal seeing some first-timers here getting their feet wet in the Sprint Cup Series, including Brian Scott, who you saw on GarageCam earlier today. The number 35, Josh Wise, right here. the MDS machine. The number 87 of Joe Nemechek. There's the number 87 of Joe Nemechek. Maybe we can talk to Joe here for a second. What's up? It's Joe Nemechek.
What's up?
Live on GarageCam, buddy.
Live?
Yes, live. So say hello to all your fans, because we always have requests
Hello,
for
fans. What is this, the crash cam?
you. No, GarageCam.
The garage cam.
No crashes.
I was going to say, don't need to be a crash cam.
No crash cam.
Garage cam.
So how are you doing? Tell the fans at home what's going on right now, because we have about 20 minutes before practice. What are you guys doing?
We're just telling stories right now. So,
What type of stories?
well, actually, we're talking about my son. He tested up in Martinsville in a truck for the first time Tuesday
Nice.
and Wednesday. So
John
he had a
Hunter.
great test. I think he's going to run good when he goes back. Again, you just got to make the field. You know, it's one of the few short tracks they have left on the schedule. So it's a good day.
It's good for the Nemechek family to see the torch almost passed on.
You know, he's all over the place with a super late model all the time, but we're getting ready for cup practice. Overcast skies. The track is really, really fast right now. Doing some work on my Nationwide car. The Wooden Pellet Grills USA.com. Check it out.
Definitely will. Thank you very much. Joe Nemechek right here. And talking about his son, John Hunter Nemechek, who cut his teeth in some trucks down in Florida and been racing late models, and now super late models, which are some bad to the bone race cars, I'll tell you that. And testing for the first time in that Camping World Truck Series ride in Martinsville. That is awesome to see the Nemechek family continuing their NASCAR heritage here. A family sport, indeed. I mean, we've had the Allisons, the Pettys, the Bodines, even now the Nemecheks. Great to see. Tony Raines was in this car last week, but this week in the pink camouflage ride is none other than LC, Landon Castle. Check it out, y'all. The number 95 car here. Let's get you a better look at it here. And we start looking at our sprint tablet. Jason and NASCAR. Matt, who gets the better finish? Wow, great question. Jason and NASCAR asks. Matt, who gets the better finish in their Cup Series debut? Kyle Larson or Brian Scott? Very tough question. Okay, here's my best educated guess, if I got to put my analyst hat on here and say that more experience, especially with a longer race, will be a benefactor for Brian Scott. Brian Scott has so much experience in the Camping World Truck Series and in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. I think that experience may pay off. We all know Kyle Larson has talent. This is his first time in a Sprint Cup Series car. It's first time for Mr. Scott too, but I think experience will prevail there at the end of the day. Great question. We like questions here. Why not? Hey, and you know what we tried last week? We got to try it again. We had a fan send in using the hashtag GarageCam. So if you're on Twitter, use hashtag GarageCam. I love talking to all you guys on here, but I also love conversing with you all on Twitter. So use the hashtag GarageCam. Tweet a picture of yourself watching the show, like a selfie or something. We like seeing that stuff. Joe Harris, thanks, Matthew, for doing this for all the fans. Mr. Harris, thank you, because we wouldn't do this show if it wasn't for you guys, and we wouldn't be racing around in circles if it wasn't for you, because that's what NASCAR is all about, the fans. And here is Casey Kane walking by us on a mission. You want to see some history right here. Dale Inman and Richard Petty. Now that is cool. Some two cool cats right there. Dale Inman, of course. Pretty substantial role over there at Richard Petty Motorsports now. Talking with Steve Francis, crew chief, over on Casey Kane's ride. The King, Richard Petty. What do we got here? Okay, we're looking at the deal here. Kenny Francis. Of course, the crew chief of Casey Kane's car. We saw him passing by here. We're looking at the tablet, checking out some of your requests. Hey, here's the other target ride this week, Juan Pablo Montoya. Did I say Steve Francis before? I did. That's a dirt late model driver. That shows you where my head is sometimes in all forms of motorsports. Juan Pablo Montoya's car, the number 42. There is the great Gonzo. See if we can get Gonzo to wave. Hi, Gonzo. Hey, what's up? Wave hi. Gonzo the Great right there, prepping for Mr. Juan Pablo Montoya. Check it out, My Best Buy on the side of the number 17 ride here of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. A little bit of a cool paint scheme. We got the reflective numbers on the side of this car, which personally I don't like. Still photographers hate them because under the lights it can really play with the aperture. Okay, that's the camera dork in me coming out. Could really play with the exposure of the photograph. But there they are, reflective numbers, it looks like, on the 17. We'll see what those look like. I think they are. They look like it. Anyway, Marcus Ambrose's car, the number 9 car right here. Nick Duncan. Nick Duncan's helping us with the chat here. Oh, he passed this one along. Dustin Kelly, GarageCam guy. Who do you think wins on Saturday? Okay, another question. Who do you think wins on Saturday? Well, I think on the 1.5 mile tracks, you cannot bet against the Joe Gibbs racing entries or Richard Childress racing entries because, quite frankly, they've won every 1.5 mile, I believe, this season between those two organizations. So I really think you need to look at Matt Kenseth and Kyle Busch. Yes, they're at the top of the heap, so that doesn't sound like some wild, crazy prediction. But those are your two big horses, I think. Jimmy Johnson, of course, always has a chance. And Kevin Harvick right now, if he gets a win, he's, in my opinion, he's legitimately in this chase. Right now he's P3 in the chase, but Kevin Harvick with a win, that would be something else. He won here last time we were here, of course. Number 43 car, the Smithfield Bacon Ride. Check it out, a little breast cancer awareness on the car. And check it out. It's Eric Amarola. What's up, brother?
You see it. Hurry
Chilling?
up, wait.
Hurry up and wait?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it kind of annoying? Like you just want to hop in and just get out there?
You get used to it. It seems like we do a lot of it, so you get used to it. But we're just waiting to put this Smithfield Ford Fusion out there in the wind. We're all taped up, ready to go. We're in qualifying trim, so on a nice cool day like today with no sun out, it should be really fast.
I saw a huge smile on your face, by the way, last week, and I absolutely enjoyed watching you and your son on the grid together. And he was kind of smacking the car and having a good time. How special is that for you?
It's fun. You know, I leave them most weekends. They don't come with me very often, but when they do get to come with me, I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun having him around. He's a mess, man. He's a handful, and it's fun for him to get to be involved and experience what Dad gets to do.
That's awesome. Eric Amarola, you have a good day, brother. Thanks for joining us on GarageCam. I always love it when Eric Amarola is on the show. And the Smithfield meets car, look at that. A little breast cancer awareness on the side. Great to see so many of these teams supporting that cause. And here's the number 27 ride of Paul Menard. Halfway, says the flagman. Halfway through GarageCam. We're doing good today. We're doing good. We're a little past halfway in the garage, so we got a little bit of flexibility. Here is the Martin Truex Jr. ride, the number 56 car. G-Pa Teeple, Mr. 5-time is going to be Mr. 6-time. Yep, big prediction right there, and I'll tell you what, Jimmy Johnson is something else. And 5 championships is amazing. The 6th one, wow, that would be incredible. Here's the Bass Pro Shops ride of Mark Martin. Let's see Mark over the top over there. Mark Martin and this team has struggled a little bit as of late. And there is Mark. Here's the number 1 car of Jamie McMurray. The McDonald's entry. Show you the nose of this Chevrolet. Pretty good looking car here for Jamie McMurray. And of course, Haskell wiping the hands. Hi, Haskell. Nothing much, buddy. You having fun? Get those hands clean, okay?
I'm trying to stay sanitary.
And check it out. It's Casey Kane live on NASCAR.com GarageCam. What's up, buddy? Having a good day so far or what?
Yeah, pretty good day. Ready to get started.
Hurry up and wait here in the garage area always as we strap into these cars.
Yeah, a little bit, but we had a few things to do earlier and just ready to go now. The car's looking good, so see how fast we can go.
We look at the mile and a half this year, and Gibbs, of course, and RCR have been at the top, but you guys in particular have had so much success since you've been at Hendrick in these mile and a half. So you gotta be excited for this week's race.
Yeah, especially early in the year. You know, the last couple not quite as good, but early in the year we were really fast, and hopefully this weekend we'll be able to find that speed again. I think I'm feeling a lot better, so I hope that helps. I know we struggled a little bit, but I think we're ready to go.
All right, tell your fans a little shout out here, right here on GarageCam.
All right, hope you guys enjoy the race weekend in Charlotte.
All right, Casey Kane, thanks for joining us on NASCAR.com GarageCam. This Quaker State number 5 ride. Look at that Chevrolet right there, SS. Beautiful green machine right there. Yakima, Washington. I would love to see Casey Kane, please. That's pretty cool. Some Washington fans chiming in here for GarageCam. There's a number 39 Quicken Loans car. As you can tell, things are quickening up a bit here at NASCAR.com GarageCam because, well, guess what? It's about go time. Drivers are starting to get to their cars. Drivers are strapping into their cars. And one driver strapping into his car right here is Carl Edwards.
What's going on? Just hanging out, talking to Doug and Zach. Zach was the star of one of your...
What happened? Did you get a date, Zach?
I might have.
You might have gotten a date, so Chuck Woolery here made it work.
We make things happen around here. That's what we do. So,
speaking of making things happen, are you going to go out there and make things happen? I know you got some practice underway here, but this week...
Last week we came away with 5th place finish, which is huge for us.
Yes.
That was big points wise. We've got to do that or better this week. We feel like every week for us, I mean, the messing around's over. We just got to go do it, and we've got to hope other guys have a little bit of trouble.
You got it. Hey, you know what? In a way, that takes some pressure off if you look at it, because you're going out there to win some races.
It actually does. Like last week on all those restarts, I mean, as crazy as they were, it's like, what do I have to lose? I mean, we just go for it, and it really is fun.
All right, Carl Edwards, thanks for joining us, and thanks for getting him a date. All right, buddy. Right there. Come on. Boom. Carl Edwards and his crew having a great time here. Hey, they're in the midst of this chase hunt. And yes, they are further back in points, but right now, nothing to lose for this 99 bunch as they go out there and they go for wins. Joey Logano strapping into his car right there. He's already got the helmet on, so we're going to motor on along to this side right here. Try to see if we can say, hey, we got some drivers talking here. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Clint Boyer sharing a laugh here as they climb into their race cars. Timothy Beck from Pennsylvania. Mr. Beck wants to see Clint Boyer, and there is Clint Boyer climbing into his 5-Hour Energy Pink Rocket. What's up there? Pink Rocket, I don't know. I just came up with that, brother. Hey, what do you think? You like it?
Yeah, I love my 5-Hour Energy Toyota. Your sound guy behind you is on the ground laughing, by the way. You see the fuzzy thing moving? It's because the guy is laughing holding it.
All right, Clint. You have a good day today in your car.
Dynamite drop in, buddy.
All right, thanks a lot. Clint Boyer in this 5-Hour Energy car. Let's see. Jackie Renault. Hey, it's the birthday boy's car. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr. And there is Dale Earnhardt Jr. strapping into his number 88 HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. And there is the birthday boy right there getting ready to do his job behind the wheel of this number 88 car for Hendrick Motorsports. Celebrating his 39th birthday. I'll tell you what, old Junior's getting old. I'm catching up to him, though. I'm 2 years behind him. Never thought I'd say Dale Earnhardt Jr. is 39 years old. Pretty impressive. Here is that beautiful machine. And here is Kurt Busch getting strapped in is Kurt Busch inside this number 78 car. I'll tell you what, you guys want to be entertained next week. I think it's next week, yeah. We're in Talladega. Wait until you see the ride that this guy has in Talladega in store for all you fans. It's going to be pretty special. The Furniture Row team right here. 5 minutes to go. GarageCam. The Biff. There's Greg Biffle. About to put on the gloves. Kyle Busch pulling double duty. Pat Fraper wants to see Kyle Busch, along with several other fans. Mandy Brennan said you supported Jamie Mack today by eating McDonald's for lunch. Well, there you go. That's one way to support your favorite driver. Jeff Gordon getting strapped into his Exalta number 24. Crew members having a good time here today. Hey, you know what? This is great because we're here in Charlotte. And you know what's great about that? It's a home race for a lot of these guys. There's Kevin Harvick doing a final adjustment of the mirror. Harvick all nestled into his number 29, Jimmy John's machine. Man, the photographer brigade right here. Look at all the photographers around here. They're all over the place. Harold Henson getting in there. There's Jimmy Johnson, the window net going up on the Lowe's number 48 this weekend. White. The number 48. Winner at Dover. Here's a guy right here. Had a little struggle last week. But Matt Kenseth. Visor down. Pink car for Matt Kenseth. Remember, all these pink paint schemes. Eric Morse gave us a little stat before from Sprint Vision. All the pink paint schemes that have been run in NASCAR, only one driver has actually won with a specialized paint scheme that is pink. Do you know that driver, GarageCam fans? This guy right here, Matt Kenseth. Last year, I believe it was, in Talladega. The only one of the guys in the big pink paint scheme deal that have actually come up with a victory. Matt Kenseth. Brad Kay. Get a look inside this car right here. The defending champion of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Hey, Matt, talk to BK. Well, he's got his visor down. We can't do that. Who was that? You got to give him a shout-out. Awesome Denny. That's a great screen name. I love it. And there is Matt Kenseth. A look inside the cockpit of this number 20 ride. These cars are ready to go. The bodies have been massaged. They've been scaled. They've been set up. The motors have been tuned. They're all ready, lined up to go to battle. And here they come. Keselowski, the first out of the garage. The number 20. Jimmy Johnson, the 48. Harvick, Gordon, Busch, Biffle, Busch. The birthday boy, Clint Boyer in the pink rocket. And here comes the rest of the drivers onto the track right now. This is GarageCam. This is the only show that streams live from the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and nationwide garages right before practice. We do it each and every week, so if you're a first-timer, welcome. To the show, and we hope we entertain you. Try to get you some behind-the-scenes talks with crew guys, with drivers, close-up looks at the cars, inside the cars, and out. That's what we do here on GarageCam. We strive to be unique and give you views that you don't see anywhere else. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. Make sure you tune in next week. We'll be doing it again and having fun doing so. And until next time, we'll see you at the races.